We are talking about women today on the show, specifically how to empower Kababayan women and women in general to own opportunities for leadership and just be leaders themselves. Jamie here is a leader, a strategist for IBA, and of course Rachel is VP for IBA as well. Earlier we showed you a trailer of a documentary that they will be screening next week. It's called Misrepresentation and How the Media Misrepresents Women. And Jamie, I would like to ask you, why is it like that? Is there some sort of a catch-22 here? Does the media represent us in a certain way because that's how we consume the media? Or how do we take a stand against that?
I think from my personal experience, growing up in the U.S., there was this huge consumer culture that we were born into, and an over-identification with the body, what we were wearing, who we were dating, and it wasn't so much about what was in the mind, but what the exterior forces were influencing us to do. With that said, I think there are a lot of women that do that, and so it doesn't encourage them to take on these leadership roles and own their own power. And it always comes back to the individual. So society is just a reflection of the individual experience, correct? Mm-hmm. So I think that if women really start to take care of their mind, body, and spirit, then they can take care of society. And so the great thing about IBA is it is a vessel, an organization where you can bring together like-minded leaders. And this is not just for women, it's for the men that support us as well, right? Men equally are just as important to the women's rights movement as the women. So with that said, we have wellness programs where we teach career professionals, take care of your mind, body, and spirit first, and then let's go out and carry out the work of the world. And when I was in D.C., I saw extraordinary leaders who were carrying issues of healthcare, of small business, of alleviating poverty, of international relations. But then when they'd come home, they were drained, they were stressed out, they were burnt out. And so if we're to do this serious work in society, we have to make sure that we take care of number one.
Right. And number one is ourselves.
Ourselves.
Yes. And that includes mind, body, and spirit. We are taught from such a young age that as women, you know, look pretty, smile. But we're trying to change that. There has to be something in between the ears so that you can carry out intelligent conversations. And thank goodness for IBA, thanks to IBA for coming up with events and projects and some endeavors like this. What is IBA? What does IBA stand for? Not just the acronym, but what is the group about?
Well, we're the youngest ABA group here because it started with LA. There's an Orange County chapter. And we found a need in Inland Empire. At first I started with Orange County. I was involved with the community over there. But in Inland Empire, there wasn't any Asian business group. So I was one of the founders. I was pulled together with several business owners and professionals. And we decided to form IBA. And with the support of the LA groups and the OC chapters, we were able to do events like the trade shows and our Health to Wealth event. And also collaborating with the Black Chamber of Riverside and also the Hispanic Chamber. And we were able to pull together like a multicultural event, which is well received by the community because there's so many minority groups out there.
One of their events is the screening of Misrepresentation. Tell us about it. March 21st, right?
March 21st at Chaffey College, right? Yeah. So I'm going to be emceeing the event. We're going to have guest speakers, really empowered women who own their light and are not afraid to show it. And I think that the discussion after the screening is going to be about how do you get up the ranks with Fortune 500 companies? How do you run for public office? If you have talent, how do we do this on a platform where you can change hundreds, thousands of people's lives?
Every woman should go. If you're watching us right now and you're a woman, or even if you're a man and you want to support us, you should go to this event because I'm sensing that you're going to get a lot of tips as well.
Absolutely.
On how to open up opportunities for yourself, how to hustle for those opportunities, and how to grab them once it's there, right?
Yes.
And what should be the biggest takeaway?
I think the biggest takeaway is for just women to empower themselves. And we do have the power to be leaders out there and go head-to-head with male leaders out there.
And meet other women as well, form a sisterhood perhaps, and support each other. Number on the screen, you are selling tickets to this?
Yes.
Yes, everything. If you want more information, that's the number to call on the screen. Thank you so much and more power to you.
Thank you, Janelle, for having us.
And this time we're going to be celebrating achievements of fellow Kababayans at the recently held NAM Awards. You wouldn't want to miss that, General.